Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. So this is sort of a sequel to the Morocco vlog. A few guys did say that you wanted to know what happened and the ins and outs and stuff of the trip to Morocco that I had. So this is a bit of a sit down, as you can see, bedroom setting, bit of a cozy little chat with you guys. So yeah, gonna get straight into it. So basically, first things first, money wise, it's not a drastic change. Like, UK pounds are not more superior than their Moroccan dirhams. It sort of balances out as the same. Like, I went to Nobu there and it was like £60 for food, and I worked that out into British pounds. But yeah, guys. So guys, as a little example, just to make it easier for you guys, our £10 is 126 Moroccan dirhams. So on average, a taxi was, for me, 150, and I was quite close. I would say I was like 20 minutes from anything in the centre. So 20 minutes, and my taxis were usually costing me 100 to 150. So they were £100 during the day and 150 at night, because at night they're not just lying, or they're not just, you know, trying to like get money off you. Their tariff does go up at night, only by 150 though, so you should not be paying more than that. If anything, I actually I met some friends there, a lot of girls were there too, and they were just saying that, you know, they're not paying as much as that on taxis. So you've got to be a bit careful, but as long as you stand your ground, you'll be absolutely fine. Yeah, so I was really putting my foot down and haggling when it came to anything with taxis or anything like that, because I already had a lot of warnings from people, like loads of people like, oh, be careful, especially because you're a girl, like don't let anyone take more money off you and blah 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 blah. And they told me, which was the wrong person, because I was literally like, right, I'm not spending more than this amount. And yeah, I won in the end. So yeah, I was not gonna sit there and let them sort of be like, oh yeah, the British, they're from another country, let's just sort of rip them off with the money. That did not happen. So it doesn't matter if you're a girl or a boy, stand your ground and make sure that they do not rip you off, because alhamdulillah, I was fine. But I'm not gonna lie, some places, you know, can rip you off, so just be very careful. So the only advice I'd give with taxis and stuff is make sure you're determined and don't go back from your word. If you say you want to pay 50 dirhams, you pay. So yeah, you pay £50, 50 dirhams. Do not go off your word, because that's when they sort of catch you out, sort of a thing. So that's the advice that I would give on taxis and money and stuff like that. Another thing I wanted to tell you guys about is when it comes to the airport. Now, the airport is a big thing that I experienced, unfortunately. So I flew with Ryanair, and I flew from Manchester with Ryanair, and their luggage policy is absolutely disgusting, right? And not just me, so many people on my flight were having to pay extra money because of their luggage, right? So a single person is allowed to take a suitcase, right? And a little hand luggage, okay? Now, a hand luggage in my eyes is, it can be a little baby suitcase or an actual, you know, bag. So I took a baby suitcase. So I took my little baby suitcase, and obviously it's hand luggage. It fit the criteria. Well, I thought it did. So I took my hand luggage, and when I got to the airport, I'm literally about to board my flight now, and the woman's like, oh, can you put it into the little metal thingy to see if it fits? And I was like, yeah, of course. So I got my little suitcase, put it in the thing, and I was like, oh yeah, like, it fits, no problem. Well, only for her to turn around and say, no, the metal measurement thing comes up to there on your suitcase, and your suitcase is all this much room. There's still, you have to pay for all of that. So the barrier thing came up to there, and I thought, okay, size wise it fits. That's what I was thinking. But no, they meant until this little line, that's the only room you have. And my suitcase was like from this line upwards. So I had to pay £40, okay? I had to pay 40. So £40 is what I had to pay, okay? So I was like, quite annoyed because I was like, they only said on their website that you are allowed a hand luggage, okay? So I was like annoyed, but I still gave the £40. So I was like, okay, whatever. Anyways, now when it came to the flight back, I thought, no. So I got, when I went to the souk, I got a baby hand luggage, and I was like, okay, chalo, like, it's not a suitcase, it's a baby hand luggage. So I absolutely jammed everything in there, all my clothes, everything, only for them to then turn around at Marrakesh airport and say the exact same thing. No, you have to pay £40 again. Now, this is where I went crazy. So I paid the £40 last time, and now they're telling me to pay again. And I was like, why? I've got a baby suitcase now that actually fits into the metal, you know, the measurement little box thing, so why now? But basically, I still had my little baby suitcase that I took with me, so I had to pay for that. And I was really, really annoyed, but that was very stupid, but very annoying. Also, speaking of airports, so as a little warning, if you fly with Ryanair, please be very careful of the sort of size limit on your bag, otherwise you will have to pay £40. And to avoid that at all costs, make sure you guys take the specific size measurements which are on Ryanair's website, which is, I think it's like 20 by 10 or something like that. But make sure you get that bag, otherwise they will find any excuse to take money off you. Another issue that I had at the airport regarding this is they kept telling me to go to this desk, go to that desk. So I didn't have my bank card, and they were saying no cash. Obviously, when you go on holiday, especially to somewhere like Morocco, you know, you're bound to have more cash than you are going to actually take your credit card. Why are you going to take your credit card to a different country? Well, I mean, I didn't. I never have, to be honest. But every single person in Morocco, so all these fancy restaurants that I went to, everything like Nobu, Palais de Souka, all these places, everyone requires you to have your bank card, and like even YSL Museum, everything requires you to do a booking with your bank card, and they take a deposit off you. So that's a very, very big thing in Morocco as well, that they always ask for your card just so they can take deposit and stuff. So if you don't have your card, you're a little bit doomed. But we kind of got away with it a little bit, just because we were sort of ringing up and saying, oh, sorry, we had no clue and stuff. And they were being quite nice about it. Like, Morocco people, they're really, really sweet and stuff. So apart from that, literally everyone asked for your bank card and stuff. But going back to the airport, so yeah, like I was saying, they kept sending me to like loads and loads of different desks. When I got to the desk, they were like, right, we need your card. And it literally said, no cash. And I was like, are you having a laugh? And because on my flight, there was so many people in that queue that were like, what on earth, we only have cash and we're having to pay so much more money again. You know, just paying that money again. And not everyone had a card, so it was so difficult. But the best part of my trip, which I can't even thank that guy for enough. So there was this absolutely amazing family that was literally next to me, and seeing how frustrated I was and how stressed I was because I didn't have my bank card on me. I literally only had cash, and he was so sweet, bless him. Like the dad, he was like, you know what, I'll pay for you. And it was £40. Like, it's not even like it was £10, it was £40. And he was like, I've got my card on me, I'll pay for you. And I was like, no, like, don't be silly. I goes, well, he goes, no, I'm gonna help you out, don't worry. And I was okay, that's fine, I've got cash, so I'll give you the cash. And obviously, like, vice versa and sort of a thing. And he just refused, and he was just like, one thing, which I'm gonna say to you guys as well. And he was just like, one thing is that just promise that you're going to do a good deed for someone else now. Like I am doing for you, make sure you do that for someone else. So then the world's going to be a better place like that. If we obviously continue to sort of keep that mindset going. And that is stuck with me. Like that literally was the sweetest thing ever, because you don't actually find that often. Like you don't, it was like God's way of sort of helping me. Like, what are the chances that there's a family right next to me that's going to be on my flight? Like, it was all sort of planned. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, it's all in God's hands. Like, he was literally like an angel sent for me in that moment to help me. So anyways, the poor dad paid, and I was like trying to chase him. I was like, oh my god, thank you so much. And I kept offering him. I was like, please, like, I'll get you a coffee, I'll get you something, like, please. And his wife and everyone was like, no, honestly, like, he's just like that. And I was like, that's so sweet. So yeah, special shout out to him if he's gonna watch this, and his family. But yes, no, so obviously likely chances are that's not really going to happen to everyone, so please, as a backup, bring your bank card. But anyways, that was quite a annoying situation that happened at the airport with money. Just to be very, very careful of is basically the fact that, so when I got out my taxi, so alhamdulillah, God was really in our favour. So we ended up getting this like old Moroccan uncle. So safe. Morocco is so safe. I cannot repeat enough. Yes, it is safe. So many British groups of girls were there, and it was quite a nice thing to see, because obviously me and my friend went and we were thinking like, oh my god, like, it's not safe. Complete opposite. There was so many like groups of girls there on holiday, safe and sound, alhamdulillah. Like, obviously there's good and bad everywhere in the world, but Morocco was such a safe experience. Like, I've been to Dubai twice this year, alhamdulillah, and obviously everyone knows what Dubai is known for. Its safety. It's like no criminal policy and all that stuff. It's really safe, and it's the same in Morocco. Yeah, like, I would literally say it's the same in Morocco. It's quite safe. So like I was saying, like, we had a driver. He was like an old little guy called Mohammed, and we just felt safe with him. So we were just like, you know what, that's it. So he became our driver for the whole of the Morocco trip, because we just felt safe with him. He's a little old man, do you know what I mean? So for them as well, they love that. They show so much respect, and they're so happy, you know. When they know you're from a different country as well, they sort of make you feel even more safe. Like, oh, like, Morocco's amazing, this, that. So for them, they're quite happy, because they're guaranteed like, oh yeah, we've got a job. They give loads of discount as well, obviously, when you become quite friendly with them and stuff. So definitely, girls or guys or anyone, if you're thinking of going to Morocco, if you find a driver and you feel safe with them, stick to it, because, you know, it's just easier for everyone as well. So yeah, going back to our journey to the airport. So we got to the airport, went out the taxi. Our driver had taken all the suitcases out of the vehicle. So we're literally gonna walk inside the airport, and we're literally in the car park. Well, we had a big suitcase, only one big suitcase, and the airport people, okay, came up to the car straight away with a trolley. To be honest, the suitcase was quite heavy, and that day coming back to the UK, come back home, I was really ill because of the sandstorm and stuff. I have dust allergy, so I was just no good. So I was really appreciative. But I was very wary. As soon as this guy came over to me with a trolley, I goes, brother, how much is it for the trolley? Because I'm not just gonna dump me stuff on for him to later on say, you know. So I was like, you know, I'm going to ask you first. Keep in mind first, okay? How much are you going to charge for me to use this trolley and for him to push it into the airport? And he goes, free, okay? He said free. And I was like, you sure? I literally made sure. I was like, are you sure, free? Yeah, sister, yeah. Jumping this stuff onto the trolley, pushing it, and it was boiling heat, like boiling. When I say 50, it was 50, like too hot, okay, during the day. Anyways, I was like, oh, alhamdulillah, like, thank God. A bit of help, you know, obviously girls struggling with a big suitcase. I was like, oh, amazing. Anyways, we're going to the airport, and he's like, oh, what airline? Because obviously they know where to take you. I went to what, like, gate and stuff. And I was like, Ryanair, blah, 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 Manchester. So he took us to the correct gate and stuff. He took the stuff off. And I was like, oh, thank you so much. And he was like, looking at my face like this. And I was like, and he was like, so when he did this to me, I was actually like, whoa. Hold on. I asked you right at the start how much, right? He said free, okay? I goes, you said to me free, and I asked you right at the start, yeah? Because I was aware, I had a bit of a feeling. Alhamdulillah, the whole Morocco trip was okay, no scams, no nothing like that, nothing dodgy, until the end to the airport. And at the end, when he was like this, I was like, don't you dare. Because at the start, I asked you how much, you said it was free. Now at the end, you're going to do this lovely journey. I'm doing dua for you and everything. And now he's going to be like, give me money. And I couldn't believe it. And I was so annoyed. And then I felt a bit bad. But I opened my purse, but I really hated the fact that he lied to me. Because at the start, he was like, no, I'm not going to charge you. And then later on, he's like, give his money. So I couldn't stand the fact that he lied. So I opened up my purse and I gave him a £5 coin. So they have like £5 coins. So I gave him the £5 coin and he was like, and just walked away. And I was like, sorry, if you had told me at the start you're going to charge me what, 10 dirham, I would have, at least known. You know what I mean? But when you're going to lie to me and say it's free and then later on ask for money, nah, be grateful I was even going to give him a £5 coin. But anyways, scams like that and stuff, be very wary about. But the main thing I would say about like Morocco's airport and stuff like that, they will do anything to get money out of you guys, especially if you're British. Like, for example, that trolley guy, literally, right? I can't even say to you guys like, yeah, be on it, like make sure you ask him first, because I literally did though. Like I literally asked him and he lied. So be very careful, and also make sure you take your bank cards, because everything in Morocco is like literally card, not card payments. But if you're going to reserve a restaurant, also it doesn't matter what part of Morocco you're in, soon as you arrive at your destination in Morocco's airport, when you change your money, very important, do not, now they do a bit of like jalaki, they be a bit clever, and they're like, okay, why don't you convert half your money onto a card, like a bank card, and do half of it cash? Do not do that, because the card that they give you doesn't work. They take your money, they take your full £500, or however, for example, they take your full £500 and you only get less than half of it in cash, because the rest of it's on card. It's not. Do not. When they say, oh, do you want it on card? It's better for you. It's beneficial. Everything's all contact free and blah, 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 blah. Don't fall for it. Say, no, I want cash. Make sure you get your cash, guys. Do not get card. That is completely out the window. Do not do it. If you think, oh, yeah, it's easier. Why am I going to carry so much cash around? A card's easy. So yeah, guys, if you have anyone who is traveling to Morocco anytime soon, or if you guys are yourself, please take this video into consideration, because I wish I had known all this stuff myself before traveling. If you're traveling for the first time, then, or even if you're going after a couple of years, make sure you guys forward this video to anyone who's traveling to Morocco or anything like this. And yeah, let me know in the comments below if I've missed out on anything that you guys really want to know about, any tips and tricks or anything. But yeah, do let me know. And yeah, thank you so much for watching, guys. I hope this video has been helpful for you. But until next time, thanks for watching, guys.